Hey everyone, how you going out there? Well, today this is the start of my new show about gaming, and I can tell you one thing right now: you can forget about Xbox One on this show. But today, to start off this show, I thought I would review a game that is seriously not given a fair chance, and that game is Metroid, Other M. Now, a lot of you criticize this game because of the way Samus is portrayed, but I got a question for you. Actually, several questions for you. One is it really that bad? Sure, it's the first one where Samus speaks, but is it really that bad of a game? Well, we'll find out. Well, the other question is, have you ever played it? You always are supposed to play a game before you criticize it. So let's take a look. Yeah, here we go.
Up there! That way!
You okay, princess? I wanted to give you some cover earlier, but this thing takes forever to charge. I'll save the next shot for you. Not that you'll need it.
Hey! Come over here!
What's up?
Lyle's down. He looks like a pile of rags. What's gotta happen to a guy to make him look like that?
An empty shell.
Looks like that monster from earlier infiltrated Sector 3. Samus, follow it.
Alright. So, oh, there's the map. So as you can see, this is Metroid Other M. Now, the first thing that may come to your mind is, wow, the graphics look great, and you gotta remember, this is not a PlayStation 3 or anything. This is actually a Wii game. Yeah. They really pushed the Wii to its limits for this game, and it really looks great. I mean, Samus looks really great in this game, and so do the environments. Now, one thing that really pisses me off about Metroid in general
I wonder if Adam came here knowing that.
is a lot of people love the Prime games, and they swear by those games like it's all there is.
Of course,
But
she would have to be alive in order for me to do that.
there's something you guys must know.
There were 3 other Metroid games before Metroid Prime! Give me a break!
And those games were Metroid on the NES, Metroid 2 on the original Game Boy, and Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo. And you may notice something very similar about all 3 games here. They were all third-person shooters, side-scrolling. Then we got Metroid that looked like this. And this. That's right. Then came Metroid Prime on GameCube.
Samus.
And that's when all things changed. In fact, most people who put down Other M, the first Metroid they played was Metroid Prime. Yeah, it's like you talk to somebody these days, have you played Metroid? And yeah, they say, oh, I love Metroid Prime. Oh, I love the Prime series. It's like, guys, come on, get over it. Prime is not all there is to Metroid. In fact, let's take a quick look back at the games before, because let's make something clear. You may notice that unlike Prime, Metroid Other M, for the most part, is a third-person shooter. Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like that, because Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 3, and Metroid Prime Hunters on the DS were all first-person. But that was something new to the series, and it became so ingrained and so many people fell in love with it that I think many people forgot how Metroid originally was. And that's why I really like Metroid Other M. It's very much a return to the basis while also being new. You'll see that in the gameplay, because at times it goes into first person, like the Prime series, like when you're shooting a missile, or beaming up your beam. But for the other times, you're in third person, and I think that's really, really innovative. And, yeah. So, many people assume that, Samus... They didn't like how Samus was portrayed in this game because it didn't fit their expectations of Samus. They were disappointed in how they portrayed her. Well, guys, did we ever really know Samus? Well, the simple answer to that is no, we didn't. The truth is we all had made up what she was like in our own heads. And so that's why you're disappointed, not the way Samus is portrayed in the game. And just so you guys know, But yeah, as you can see, really great graphics, really good gameplay, great environments. Yeah, and it's all around just a fun game. I mean, there's stuff in here that's like the original Metroid. And speaking of the original Metroids, let's take a look back for a moment. Here's a shot from Metroid, the original on NES. Here's a shot from Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. And here's a shot of Super Metroid. Now, what do you notice in here that's different, that other M did a good job somewhat? That's right, they're all third-person shooters. And so, guys, come on. If you're thinking that Other M is not a classic Metroid, you're wrong, because it's third-person like the original Metroids. Even Fusion and the great remake of the original Zero Mission are in third person. So, yeah, guys, come on, don't tell me that Metroid Prime, if you're not like Metroid Prime, you're not a good Metroid game. And, another reason people didn't like this is that they said it really screwed up the timeline of Metroid. Well, that's not true, because I have a timeline, and let's look over the timeline for a second. They go Metroid or Metroid Zero Mission, because they're the same game, just one's a remake. Metroid Prime, and then Metroid Prime Hunters. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Metroid 2 Super Metroid, Metroid Other M, and Metroid Fusion. So yeah, that's right. Metroid Other M is the direct sequel to Super Metroid. And if you don't believe me, here you go. Here's a shot from the end of Super Metroid, and here's a shot from the beginning of Other M. Exact same scene. So yeah, you see guys, there is a place for each one. And so please don't give me this crap about how Other M is a bad Metroid game, because it really doesn't deserve it. It's a really good game. I mean, the gameplay is fun. I like how it's a throwback to the old controls with how you hold the Wiimote sideways. I mean, this is just a great game. I mean, look, it has classic enemies. The environments are really great. Yeah, so guys, come on. You're ridiculous if you say this is a bad game just because you don't like how Samus is portrayed. Well, guess what? Nintendo gets to decide how Samus is portrayed, not you guys. You can't expect them to live up to your expectations. Yeah, I just can't understand it. If they can understand Samus looking like this, why can't they accept her looking like this? As for me, I never have seen Samus look so awesome. I mean, come on, look at this. This is freaking amazing. Samus is just so awesome and hot looking in this game. It's unbelievable. They really pushed the Wii graphics to the limit. It's amazing. So, is Metroid Other M really a bad game? I didn't think so. I think it's a very, sure, it's not Metroid Prime, but those were never my favorite Metroids anyhow. I mean, yeah, they're great games, but this is more directed towards retro fans, and I think it's a good Metroid because it plays a lot like Super Metroid, and it feels a lot like the old Metroids. Like, you know, you play with the Wiimote sideways, and Samus is, you can see her. Yeah, this is not the terrible game that everyone thinks. So, would I recommend this? Absolutely. Is it flawless? No. But I do recommend it. It is a good game. Just try it. See you next time.